This is what I like to call the Beast. And there are a lot of good reasons that I call it the Beast. But it's like Frankenstein's monster. It just takes care of business. Now this is one pistol you'll never see with all these components together anywhere. In fact, it's a Ordnance P14 frame. It has the Brazilian military 1911 slide. It has a Springfield Armory Barrel. And there are a lot of other parts on this thing that make it a very unique combination. But it sure is a handful. Of course, before any review, we always check to make sure the gun is unloaded. Now guys, I know this is not one of my normal type reviews, but this is just something that's just unusual. And it's all over the gun world. There's so many different franking pistols put together, especially years ago. Seems like a lot of people took the old 1911 variants and they would do different things to them. And that's one of the reasons why I love this pistol. Of course, Ordnance is an excellent company. This is one of their originals. I mean, this is an older model. In fact, they've just reintroduced the 14+1 in the original style. And Ordnance makes a lot of great just your single stack 45s as well. But this one is a put together pistol. And when you've dealt with 1911s like me and most of my buds, that we used to do a lot of competitive shooting with the IPSC when the 1911 was the pistol to have, this is from that era. And it's probably been 20 years. What I'd like to do is compare it to a regular 1911 just to give you an idea of the size and the feel of these pistols. Ordnance is really making a big comeback, and I'm seeing a lot of them, and I think they're excellent 1911 variants. But really, with the high capacity magazine, I mean 14-in-1, that's tremendous. And then you get this extra buffer. This is 15-in-1 in 45, and yet the grip feels, to me, smaller than a Model 21 Glock. So you really have a lot of potential with this pistol. I'm going to tell you, one of the things that's been going on, we've been doing a lot of pistol classes and doing a lot of pistol shoots. And one of the things about the 1911, which traditionally has been my all-time favorite pistol, is that it's 7 rounds or 8 rounds and you're done. One thing with the Ordnance, 14-in-1, you're matching any your 9mm that's out there, unless you go with the 18-in-1 or what. But still, this is 45 versus a 9mm. So really, this is not about Ordnance. It's just about this particular beast of a pistol. But I just want to say that Ordnance is an excellent company. Now, a couple of things just specifically about this pistol that I just find it kind of fascinating is that we put these beaver tails on there, ground down the slide, the frames, and have a special tool that we did this. Put a Ambidextrous Safety on it. Of course, we have this trigger shoe, and it just adds to the width of the trigger. The sights themselves, I think the front sight may have been original, but the back sight is just an aftermarket sight. And it's nice and high profile over your traditional government model. The Commander hammer, of course, was added. And then we have this Pachmayr mainspring housing, and it's actually slightly arched, but it has the Pachmayr rubberized coating on the housing, so it gives you a little bit here. And then all the way down to the real customized pool tape that went on the front strap. You know, this pistol looks rough, but I'm going to tell you what, it has been shot thousands of rounds through this gun, competitions, shooting it all over, just target, having fun with it, and it really just keeps on shooting. Now here's an idea of the magazine well difference, and as you can see, the 7-rounder, and actually I have an 8-round magazine here that goes into the 1911. There's a large difference. The well is really large, fits down in very nicely, but what's really funny is the grip on the 1911 is 1 1/4 inches. The grip on the Ordnance is 1 1/2. So really there's only a 1/4 of an inch difference, but the difference is that the 1/4 of an inch goes all the way around. So you get a full feel when you pick up this pistol. But my hands actually are just medium size, And you know, a lot of times some of the larger frame, big beefy grips, I have a hard time with. This, because of the trigger being so close in and just the way this fits and the grip angle, I find it very comfortable to shoot. Now, one of the things that Para Ordnance says is that they do not extend the grip any larger than a regular 1911. The difference is really the grips on the 1911 are thicker, and because of the polymer they've used here, it's made it a lot thinner. So it's reduced the width here for the increase of the magazine, but it's still about 1/4 of an inch. The other thing that's really kind of phenomenal is that this weighs 2.6 pounds, or 2 pounds 6 ounces. And the standard 1911 weighs 2 pounds 2 ounces. So there's really, as far as these two guns go, so there's only a 4-ounce difference in these two pistols. Now, one of the key elements about picking up a new handgun is that not only do you have to buy the handgun, but you have to buy extra magazines, and you have to buy holsters and all the accessories. And that's one of the things about the Para Ordnance. If you're already a 1911 guy and you have a collection of them, it makes it really nice that your holster systems will fit the Para Ordnance very nicely. And one interesting note about Para Ordnance is that the company is in Canada, and they got their start making submachine gun paintball guns and then went into the handguns. So they are really putting out some beautiful 1911 variants. You need to check them out. This, of course, is the Frankenstein, but Para Ordnance itself puts out beautiful, well-made handguns. Now, I want to thank my buddy, the other Eddie, my buddy John, who I do a lot of shooting with. This is his pistol. We've been shooting for 25 years. John, thanks for the use of the Beast. It's always a pleasure to put this thing in my hand.
And as always, thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more fun gun reviews and sensible survival. God bless America. Long live the Republic. Now we've got the Beast. Check out this beauty.